Hi, this is Michael. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing an oracle card reading for the energy of the collective for the full moon phase of the current lunar cycle. This full moon is in Scorpio and it will peak on May 18th or 19th depending on where you live. Here in Florida, it will peak on May 18th at 5:11 p.m. This collective reading is specifically for the period of May 17th through May 21st. And during this time, the moon will be moving through Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. A full moon in Scorpio is associated with passion, emotional intensity, transformation, and rebirth. It's also about uncovering what lies beneath the surface of our reality and can also help us to uncover and reveal more of our true authentic selves. I'm personally excited for this full moon in Scorpio, and I feel like it's going to be deeply transformative for many of us in some way. The Scorpio full moon can also be the most intense full moon of the year, so be mindful to keep a level head. Don't overreact in stressful situations. In regards to health, Scorpio rules the excretory system, so be sure to drink plenty of water to stay hydrated, and also release toxins by working up a sweat, do some exercises, spend some time in a sauna, or go to a sweat lodge. It could even be beneficial to do a cleanse of sorts. Scorpio also rules the reproductive organs and sexuality, so you could feel your libido increase during this time. You may want to allow yourself to embrace, explore, and express your sexuality, but in a safe and healthy way, of course. Full moons are about illuminating imbalances and all that is holding us back. With this full moon being in Scorpio, this could shine a spotlight and bring sudden awareness to what we really need to let go of. Fortunately, it's also one of the best times to cleanse away and let go of those things that no longer serve us. The full moon is the high point of the lunar cycle, and the full moon phase in general is associated with harvest, celebration, forgiveness, and gratitude. Use this time to give thanks for all the experiences and blessings in your life. Cultivating gratitude is an extremely powerful practice and has many benefits, so spend a few minutes writing down everything that you're grateful for, no matter how small. Just write as much detail as you can. If you're grateful towards a person in particular, take a moment to let them know. Things come to a head during the full moon, so acknowledge and also give thanks for everything that you've manifested so far from your new moon intentions. If your intentions are still new, you may only see small changes at this time or simply see the changes on the way, but you can supercharge your manifestation power by combining the power of gratitude with the energy of the full moon. The full moon is also a time of forgiveness, so look back at the past month or longer. Think of anyone or anything that's hurt you. Instead of focusing on the blame, really focus on forgiving and releasing those feelings of blame. When we forgive, we can truly move on and let go, and the clearer you are now, the better able you will be to sow more seeds at the time of the new moon. The full moon also amplifies emotional sensitivity, and Scorpio can certainly intensify this. So you may feel extra wound up and anxious during this time. Be sure to stay grounded and centered. You can use techniques like mindfulness, meditation, focused deep breathing. The full moon is also a great time to cleanse and recharge your crystals with a simple cleansing ritual. Place your crystals outside or on your windowsill or balcony and set your intention for the full moon to cleanse the crystals. Some people like to leave their crystals out in the morning sunlight afterwards. Just keep in mind that some crystals can fade if left in the sunlight too long. Amethyst and fluorite are some examples. Just be sure to bring these back inside before the sun gets too high the next day. I like to bring mine in a little after sunrise, so they do get a little extra boost from the sun's energy. Once you bring your crystals back inside, you can then charge your crystals with your desired intentions, and you can do this for each individual stone or do them all in a group. For example, individually charging your rose quartz with love to support your relationship, or overall charging all of your crystals to intensify their individual healing properties. There's really no right or wrong way to do this, just do whatever resonates and feels right with you. Once finished, you should then close the ritual by giving thanks, especially to the moon and to Mother Earth. So with that being said, let's get started with the collective reading and see what the cards have to tell us. I've laid out a card here to assist with the energy of the reading. It's the Full Moon in Scorpio card from the Moonology Oracle deck. Message here is it's time to release negativity. And for the reading today, I'll be using the Divine Dog Wisdom cards. from Randy Crutcher and Barb Horn. I already meditated and shuffled before starting, but we'll go ahead and give it another quick shuffle here. And just a reminder, this is a general reading, so all of it may not resonate with you. Just take what does and leave the rest. And once again, this is going to be a collective oracle reading for the full moon in Scorpio, specifically for the period of May 17th through May 21st. Alright, let's get started. Okay, for this first card, what is the current energy of the collective? What is the current energy of the collective? Take you. And we've got guilt. Turn off the alarm. So some of you could be feeling guilty at this time for something you've done, and you could have been even literally caught in the act. Or it could be even that some of you have recently realized you've made some wrong decisions or some wrong choices recently, or that you failed to do something. Some of you may feel like you've hurt someone. It's really feeling bad here. Or at least given the puppy dog eyes. The sense of feeling bad. Alright, for this next card, what may be preventing the collective from achieving their goals and desires? What may be preventing the collective from achieving their goals and desires? And we've got empathy. I see and hear you. Some of you could be empaths. So you could have stuff coming in from people, that doesn't have anything to do with you, so that could be keeping you off track, especially if you're not aware of what it is. Or some of you may be too focused on other people's problems and other people's issues, all up in everyone's business except your own. It could be that some of you aren't too good at picking up clues from other people, picking up on clues from other people. So it's about paying attention, listening more closely. Or some of you may need to be more empathetic towards others, being present for others, and in turn they may be there for you when you need them. Just keep in mind that can be pretty draining sometimes, so it's keeping a good balance, holding boundaries for yourself, or just being fully present in life, paying attention to all the signs and synchronicities. It's also about non-judgment or non-comparison. So some of you may be comparing your dreams with others and think they might be too outrageous. Okay, for this next card, how can the collective overcome these obstacles? How can the collective overcome these obstacles? And we've got gratitude. Give thanks. Like I said earlier, you open up energetic channels for more movement through your life with gratitude, with expressing genuine gratitude. This card's also about stopping and smelling the roses. It's also about knowing how fortunate you are, counting your blessings. Those of you that are empaths, it could be recognizing it as a gift, not a curse, so giving thanks for that. And also just keeping your head up, keeping your head high. Or some of you could take others for granted quite often, so it's about realizing that. Okay, for this next card, how can the collective best deal with the intensity of the full moon in Scorpio? It popped right out. And we've got Joker. Things are never as they seem. So I see that as keeping a sense of humor about things, not getting wrapped up in the intensity, making yourself laugh when you can, making others laugh. Also knowing that things often seem worse than they actually are, so just keeping that in mind. So maybe looking at things in a different light, a different perspective even. Don't take yourself or life too serious. Maybe even watching some stand-up or watching a comedy might be helpful. Keep you in a good mood and good spirits. Okay, for this next card, what boundaries should the collective create in order to have a healthier life? What boundaries should the collective create in order to have a healthier life? We have belonging. Find your pack. So really connecting with others, other like-minded people, versus trying to fit in with the cool cats. Some of you may try too hard to fit in or be cool, so it's about setting boundaries for yourself there to just be yourself. Also realizing when others aren't necessarily vibing with you, so realizing that and not wasting energy there. Some of you may need to be more accepting of others, even if they're different looking or have different backgrounds. It's also about asking the tough questions. Is what you're doing really beneficial? Is it joyful and fun? Is it for your best interest? You know, whatever it is. Just asking those questions. Or some of you could have too many boundaries, so you may need to open up a little more. Allow others to get close to you. Okay, for this next card, what is no longer serving the collective that needs to be illuminated and released? What is no longer serving the collective that needs to be illuminated and released? And we've got action. Seize the day. So some of you could be quite lazy. Or you might be feeling bad about being lazy or not taking enough action in your life. It's about releasing those feelings of guilt towards that. Some of you may feel like you missed your chance with something, so releasing that. He's got a tight grip here, so it's about realizing how tight of a grip that some things might have a hold on you. Some of you may have a hard time getting out of your comfort zone, so it's about working on that, releasing that. Or some of you may be uncomfortable in your current situation, you know, whether it be at work or your relationship. Some of you may be doing the same type of thing over and over, not realizing. Or again, you could be taking life too serious, so it's about having fun. Some of you could be staying up too late at night, not being productive during the day, so it's about seizing the day. Okay, for this last card, what positive energies will emerge for the collective from this full moon in Scorpio? What positive energies will emerge from this full moon in Scorpio? And we've got tenderness, gentle, loving care. So you may feel more intimately connected with others, or seeing the love that others have to offer. Some of you could be going through something painful recently, so there might be some healing coming from that. Or some of you could be getting the attention that you deserve or need. Or you may feel closer with your loved ones. Or there could be acceptance of differences for some of you. You may even notice others being more compassionate. Okay, so for this full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. So release all those feelings of guilt, all that sadness, and feelings of shame. And then replace that with gratitude, fill it all back up with gratitude. And then get off your feet, take some action. Work on improving your life, put yourself out there. Find others with similar interests or those with similar vibration. Make sure you're caring for yourself, caring for others. If you're confronted with intense energies, just knowing that things aren't always as bad as they seem. So find the humor in things. Don't be so serious. Make sure you're being there for others, holding space for them, but don't let it drain your energy. Be mindful, set boundaries, know when enough is enough. Also listening to your own inner knowing. Also focus on forgiving others, releasing those feelings of guilt, but also take some time to celebrate how far you've come. So make sure to give thanks for every little thing in your life and stay focused on taking action toward your dreams. Know that things are going as they should, even if it doesn't appear like it. Okay, so that's my reading for this full moon in Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in.